All right, everybody, happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan Stout hanging out with you on a Sunday, as I always do, from about 9 to 10 o'clock, playing you regional artists doing their own original material right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hanging out with Lobo, as I always do on Sundays. Great to see you.
Great to see you this Sunday.
We are in June.
Oh, so thank the Lord.
Summer is here, for sure. And we've got guests in the studio tonight. We are extremely excited about this Tuesday night. 2 days from now. We've been talking about it now for 2 months, and the big day is at hand. We will be kicking off the new Music on the Menu Live and original music series live from Breakers here at Muskegon Sun, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Our inaugural artist, the band that's kicking it off for us, is SUZE, and we've got Adam and Adam here for us from the band tonight. We've got Adam McKinley and Adam Gabriel from SUZE here hanging out with us. Guys, thanks for coming down. We really do appreciate it, man. And thanks for playing on Tuesday.
Thanks for having us. We always appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely it's an honor to be kicking it off.
Well, you know, when I brought the show over here back in October, the Sunday night show, Lobo was one of the first people actually to start saying, you know, we should start doing some events here at the casino. And I said, all right, that sounds good. Let's get the show settled in. We want to make sure we got everything, you know, up and running here on Sundays first. Mm-hmm. But then once we got that done, right after the holidays, we start talking about starting to do some stuff.
Yeah.
And this is the one that everybody wanted to do first.
Mm-hmm.
And so we will be live on the radio from Breakers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can listen to us on the phone apps. You can listen to
the
us.
Radio Bold app, on the
app.
websites, any of the Bold Gold station. You can just click on and head on over to the river and find our feed.
F104.9 FM, the river. You can check us out there. But we'd really love to see you at Breakers. And so guys, you've done some stuff like this in the past. I know you did it with me in the past when we were down at the Woodlands.
Yeah.
You know, is there a different approach when you're doing a live radio broadcast to just playing a show?
Yes and no. I think at this point, not really. I mean,
I would think the answer would be no, because you want to be good whenever you play.
Yeah, I mean, the first time we did it, we were a little
nervous.
Yeah, get the butterflies in the tummy a little bit, you know.
And I wouldn't even call it nervous. It was more just like we wanted to get it right. We didn't want to screw up at all, you know. But now, I mean, we've been playing together. This actually, these past 2 weekends mark 7 years that we're together now. So,
wow,
we have some experience now. And we're very
experienced screwing up. So now we're just so used to screwing up, we just don't even care anymore.
Right. You're not nervous about that anymore.
No, but we definitely feel more comfortable with it now, especially that we've been playing together for a long time, especially all the music that we've been playing together, our own stuff. We've really got a good grasp on it, so we don't feel very worried about pulling a song off the right way.
Well, one of the fun parts for me about doing this whole thing is, you know, not too many people in radio get to pick their playlists like I get to do here on Sundays, and pick the artists that will be performing at these shows. So we're going to do 12 shows a year, and I'm fortunate enough I get to pick them. And I wouldn't have asked you guys to do it if you didn't just knock it out of the park down at the Woodlands a couple of years ago. I mean, I felt that was like airlift, man. I mean,
oh, thank you.
I stuck, and then of course we're also trying to tie these shows in with bands that have a new record out, and so you just dropped the Sounds from Thursday Evening record about 2 months ago,
right?
And so thus that brought us together for this Tuesday night. Let's kick off the program with a track from that record. This one's called Another Cautionary Tale.
She's got a trick up her sleeve. Oh, watch how quickly she can leave. By the time you're starting to grieve, she set sail. Another cautionary tale. And her friends are no better. She'll tell you up if you let her. No matter how much you sweat her, she's gonna bail. Another cautionary tale. Was a man with no limit. Most folks consider the dimwit, but now the judges hit him with no bail. Another cautionary tale. A figurehead of a drug ring, treated like he was a his children are suffering, he's in jail. Another cautionary tale. It's time to learn you a lesson. Won't be no second guessing. Put your life into question. You and your conscience are restless. Now from the stories that teach you, at last the message might reach you. Don't let temptation derail and become another cautionary tale. She was a real, another cautionary tale. But that life brought her down, ran her right out of town. Never highly renowned, she was so frail. Another cautionary tale. To quench open fields inside a wooden fence. Free your mind on the way. It's a long way home. Free your mind on the way. It's a long way home. Long way home. Down, look out, appreciate the trees. Breathe it in, the air's becoming thin. Wind up in a place we've never been. Free your mind on the way. Free your mind.
here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Bunker Hill. And before that, a new track from the band from the brand new record, Sounds from Thursday Evening. That was a song called Another Cautionary Tale. We're hanging out here with Adam McGinley and Adam Gabriel from the band SUZE. They will be kicking off the program, the big music series here at Breakers on Tuesday night. Let's talk about this new record, guys. First of all, don't always ask this question to people because sometimes it doesn't really inspire me to ask a question, I guess. But the name of the record, Sounds from Thursday Evening, what's that about? What's that mean?
That's funny. I don't know if you're familiar with the app SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That a lot of musicians use, and even like comedians and stuff use it too. But we'll record practices sometimes. We usually, when we get to practice, we kind of just jam to warm up, get in the groove before we start playing actual songs. And a lot of times I'll record them because we've pulled material from those jams and written songs.
Some of our best stuff has just come from our improv jams when we're warming up.
Even on this new album, there's a couple songs where that has happened. So long story short, when you save a file on SoundCloud and don't title it, it titles it for you and it calls it Sounds from whatever evening it happens to be. And we practice on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and a lot of times we found ourselves recording these SoundCloud files on Thursday nights. So I had a lot on my page. It just said Sounds from Thursday Evening.
Oh, man, that's cool.
And to me, it just had a really cool ring to it. It was almost something like you couldn't ignore.
Yeah.
You know?
Just kind of rolls off the tongue there.
Yeah, and it kind of has a broad, general feel to it. Like, we didn't want to get too specific. Like, last time we had the title track of the first album, and we didn't want to do that again. And there's not really a general theme to the music.
Did you change the word from night to evening?
No, it says Sounds from Thursday Evening.
Okay,
It's
right.
pretty cool.
On
It gives
the
it an
thing.
intimate feel too. Like y'all were sitting around, and at the evening.
Yeah, and it also rang true because we practice on Thursdays. We did a lot of the recording on Thursdays, so it was kind of like that was the theme, the Thursday evening thing. So it just had a cool ring to it, and thankfully they all agreed to it.
We love the record here at the River. We got it about 2 months ago. We start playing, I think, 3 songs right away. We've been mixing it up every week with a different track. We're going to play a couple more here during the program. We kicked off tonight's program with Another Cautionary Tale, one of the tracks from the record. Looking ahead to next month at the new Music on the Menu Live, original music records. Eddie Appnel will perform. I know you guys Adam, you just jammed with Eddie the other night.
Yeah, I play with Eddie once a month on Thursdays at Mark's, once in a while at Tony's on Wednesdays.
Yeah, just met him at Mark's actually about a week ago.
Great talent, great guy, and he'll be kicking things off for us, helping kick things off for us this summer with this new music series. He's our second artist, and he'll be up there on July 1st. This is from his new record. This one's called Maybe Never Mind.
It's all that I can do. Still breathing, and it's all I want to do. I'm sleeping, 'cause it's all that I can do. Still sleeping, but I'm doing it for you. Don't you want to run away someplace where everybody smiles all the time? 'Cause it's so strange to think that we could leave this whole world far behind. Maybe, never mind. Maybe, never mind. When I'm dreaming, 'cause it's all that I can do. Still dreaming of the time I spent with you. And I'm slipping into a finer peace of mind. Still dripping from our very last time. Don't you want to run away someplace where everybody smiles all the time? that it's over, but you don't seem to get my drift. And I told you about a million times that it's over, but your weight's too heavy to lift. I walked around a million blocks thinking about you and all the good times we had. I walked around a million blocks thinking about you and when the good times went bad. Well, if it feels right, let's find some night to let go. And if you're letting go, then let it show. Get your boogie on tonight. I've heard you say so many times that you're sorry, that my ears are sore. I've heard you say so many times that you're sorry, and I don't want to hear it anymore. Well, if it feels right, let's find some night to let it go. Well, if you're letting go, then let it show. Get your boogie on tonight. Feeling right, singing songs, oh, nothing's wrong. You know it feels alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, if it feels alright, let's find some night to let go. Well, if you're letting go, then let it show. Get your boogie on tonight. Feeling right, singing songs, oh, nothing's wrong. You know it feels alright. If it feels alright, let's find some night to let go. Well, if you're letting go, then let it show. Get your boogie on tonight. Feeling right, singing songs, oh, nothing's wrong. You know it feels alright. Get your boogie on tonight.
Lemon Jelly here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Boogie On. That's Dustin Drevitch. That's from his very first record that he did 10 years ago. And so he's got a new band now called Dustin Drevitch and the Electric Gentlemen, and they're going to be playing at the new Music on the Menu Live Original Music Series. They're our October artists, so that's a while down the road. Eddie Appnel, who we heard before that, he'll be playing with us here at Breakers in June. So, I'm sorry, July. It is June.
It is
Yeah,
June.
he's July 1st, so it's almost June because it's the first day of July.
I know.
But Eddie's with us next month. Our show 2 days from now, kicking the whole thing off, is SUZE. They're here in the studio with us. We've got Adam Gabriel and Adam McKinley hanging out. And we talked about the album title during the last break, guys, but the recording of the record, you did this one with Jody Bush again in his studio.
Right.
It's up
Oh,
in
yeah.
Giants Despair, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Talk to us about working with him because I know you've done a couple of records with him now.
He's a joy to work with. He gives us the freedom to do what we want. He just kind of fairly hands-off approach, but he'll give his input when really needed, when necessary. Kind of help direct us, but really let us do what we want.
How many records have you done with him now?
This is the second
Okay, I know the
and
last
a demo.
Yeah, because I had stuff going back quite a few
Yeah.
years now. You guys were sending me demos for airplay before you had a record.
Right.
And we were playing some of them. I think Rugged
Right.
Rebel may have been one of those
Yeah,
early
yeah.
demos.
And those were that was a different recording that didn't even end
Right.
up on the
It was
record.
before I was in the band.
Yeah, it was.
So you have a long history with the studio,
Yep.
and you mentioned the band's been together for 7 years now. So you feel like this is a band now that has grown and has come to a place where you're defined,
Yeah.
or are you
It's a journey. But
Yeah.
we're definitely somewhere better. I think we both feel than 2 years ago. We're definitely more defined. But
How so?
it's a journey.
how so? What-
I mean, to me, the biggest compliment we've been paid, and we've been paid quite a few, which is nice. I mean, it's, you do something like this, it's nice to get good feedback.
well, Rich
if
House
any
was
at
in here
all.
last week. I know he gave you guys a very nice write up in the weekend.
Yeah, and a lot of people seem to like what we're doing, but one of the best compliments we ever received was actually a friend of ours, Craig, who actually played on the first radio show in replacement of him because he was away for work.
That's right.
He heard a new song of ours, and this was going back a couple years, and he said, you guys are finally writing stuff where it sounds like a SUZE song. Like when he
Okay.
hears it, and that to me is the highest compliment we can be paid, because anybody can say, oh, you sound like Zeppelin, you sound like this. So it's nice to sound like yourself.
Well, you definitely have a groove to you, and I agree with that. It's a great assessment, and we're looking forward to hearing a lot of this stuff live at Breakers on Tuesday night. This is a great song from SUZE. This one's called "She Ain't the Kind."
She ain't the kind to bottle up her frustration. She ain't the kind to keep things to herself. Yeah, she's the kind to let you know what she's thinking. No, she ain't the kind to keep on to yourself. Well, she ain't the kind whose maintenance is low. Yeah, she ain't the kind who'll settle for anything less. Yeah, she's the kind to spend up all your money. No, she ain't the kind who's easily impressed. She ain't the kind to wear a ring on her finger. Yeah, she ain't the kind to let you say she's on mine. Hey, yeah, she's the kind that don't give a damn about you anyway. No, she ain't the kind of girl who's worth your time. You're worth your time. fell broken again and again. Get out, we can't turn back now, and I won't make a sound. Get out, we can't turn this around. Because I know all beside you fail to show. Hopefully soon you will be let go. For us there is no future. A child suffers, and it's our daughter. When you broke me down, I built you up. My hands were yours to hold. I don't need you now like I needed you then. Our hearts together cannot grow. We can't turn back now, and I won't make a sound. Get out, we can't turn this around. Because I know all beside you fail to show. Hopefully soon you will be let go. You'll be let go. Oh, forever was the road we saw. The ending was the one that we were. I'm gone. Get out, we can't turn back now, and I won't make a sound. Get out, we can't turn this around. No, because I know, oh I know, and hopefully soon you will be let go. You'll be let go. Get out, you'll be let go. Get out, you'll be let go. Get out, no.
Grace's Downfall here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Rugged Rebel. And before that, we heard SUZE with a song called She Ain't the Kind. This is Music on the Menu on the River. This is Alan Stout. We're here every Sunday from about 9 to 10 o'clock. We are presented by Fidelity Bank, who sponsors the show on Sundays and also are the sponsors of the new music series at Breakers. That's Music on the Menu Live, an original music series presented by The Weekender, by The River, by Mohegan Sun, and of course Fidelity Bank. So
Yes.
we want to thank those guys for supporting what we're doing here. And we have the guys from SUZE here in the studio. We're talking with Adam Gabriel and Adam McKinley. They've been with us for the whole hour. Talked about the new record, guys. We talked about the recording of the record. We talked about the writing of the record. We talked about how you got the name for the record. Let's take it back a little bit. Music in general. Who were some of your favorite artists growing up? Who are your musical influences?
Well, I mean, where do I start?
This is Adam Gabriel speaking, by the way.
I mean, I grew up, got to thank my mom listening to just nothing but classical music. From there, I got to thank my dad getting me into, everything from like Pink Floyd to Frank Zappa, especially. Zappa's one of my huge, one of my favorite musicians.
His son's coming to the Kirby Center, isn't he? Coming down?
Oh, yeah, the Zappa. Yeah, the one weekend I'm going to be out of town this summer.
Bummer.
Yeah. I've seen Dweezil a number of times.
Okay.
So yeah. That John Scofield. I'm a big jazz fan.
Okay.
So just kind of across the board.
How did you wind up playing in a rock band? Well, I mean, not that Zappa is.
Because
I think a progressive kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because I'm not good enough yet to play jazz. Well, once I get my jazz chops, and it's like goodbye, SUZE. I'm just kidding.
Adam McKinley, what about you, man?
I grew up, my mom used to play on road trips a lot of Elton John, A lot of Pink Floyd, a lot of Natalie Merchant, stuff like that. Carly Simon.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just a lot of random stuff. My dad has always been a big fan of, like, you know, Steely Dan and the Allman Brothers and Led Zeppelin and things like that. So I think the two influences kind of came together for me. So some of my favorite bands are, you know, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Cream, and stuff like that. So really, for me, anything with like soul and bluesy kind of feel to it really speaks to me, as far as that's what I like to listen to and perform as well.
Well, you guys have been doing it, you know, like we said, for 7 years, 2 records now, some demos prior to that. You know, and you've done something that's difficult to do. It's a more challenging music scene than it was 10, 15 years ago.
Certainly is.
There aren't as many big rock bars as there used to be. People socialize in different ways. A lot of them, socialization is on their phone.
Yep.
So it's not socializing people. And so for you guys to do what you've done and build an audience, I know that when you play, you know, whether it be the Jazz Cafe or whatever, you always have a lot of folks come out and see you.
Right.
You know, it shows a testament to really the hard work you've been doing too, in addition to your talent. So we're very fortunate to have you with us on Tuesday night at Breakers.
Yeah.
This is another one from SUZE. This one's called Rugged Rebel.
Without the sleeves, rugged rebel, he wanted all his drinks for free. When he came into town, nobody wanna come round. He was the baddest type of dude. When he walks the streets, people stop to retreat. He knows they ain't trying to be rude. He was a rugged rebel. He wore his t-shirt without the sleeves. Rugged rebel. He wanted all his drinks for free. When he loaded his gun, he's got the sharpest shot around the way. He points it at you, well, you know what to do, 'cause he'll pop you in the plain sight of day. Hey, hey, he was a rugged rebel. He wore his t-shirt without the sleeves. Rugged rebel. So he grabbed a seat towards the end, gave me a look, tried to get me all shook. I know the message he was trying to send. So I looked right back, said, hey, what you looking at? What the hell's all this staring about? Stood at a stool, tried to play me a fool, so I that motherfucker out. He was a rugged rebel. He wore his t-shirt without disgrace. Rugged rebel. He wanted all his drinks for free. He was a rugged rebel. Loyalty and love, grief and joy, competition, pride, generosity, warmth and humor, all wrapped up inside. I just really love the ground beneath my feet, and the world is spinning round to a boldly beat. I miss tumbling round up and down Bourbon Street, 'cause I just want it all at one time. I just want it all at one time. I just want it all at one time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Death, it has a way of defeating, even as we breathe. Pessimistic men writing hymns of brutality. I just really love the ground beneath my feet, and the world is spinning round to watch a buried beat. I miss stumbling round up and down Bourbon Street, 'cause I just want it all at one time. I just want it all at one time. I just want it all at one time. Ooh, 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 ooh. And at birth we emerge, and at death we sink. So take a drink and we'll cross this barren land. I just really love the ground beneath my feet, and the world is spinning round to watching Vincent beat. I miss stumbling round up and down Bourbon Street. If you open up your mouth, then it leaves. Open up your mind when you gotta figure it out. Twist and shout, then I'll get in line. I just really love the ground beneath my feet, and the world is spinning round. story to tell. A tale of his travels from Montreal to Poughkeepsie. He was slurring his speech as he talked, 'cause then he drank whiskey. 'Cause then he drank whiskey on the rocks till he falls down, ain't never gonna stop. Tells bad jokes and he yells when he talks, 'cause then he drank whiskey. In a Wild Bill's beef jerky jar, blew the smoke out his nose and put it out on the bar, 'cause then he drank whiskey. Then he stood up from his bar seat and stumbled towards the back, leaving a mouthful of Jameson and his cigarette pack. Got to the men's room and he opened the door, but he stopped in his tracks and threw up on the floor, 'cause then he drank whiskey. 'Cause then he drank whiskey on the rocks till he falls down, ain't never gonna stop. Tells bad jokes and he yells when he talks. Got in his car, but the whiskey had taken its toll. Then he fell asleep at the wheel and woke up in a hole, 'cause then he drank whiskey. Stop, tells bad jokes and he yells when he talks, 'cause then he drank whiskey.
SUZE here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Danny Drank Whiskey. Before that, the Badlees, All at One Time. And before that, another one from SUZE, Rugged Rebel. We've been mixing up the whole show here tonight, guys, with stuff from the brand new record and a couple of tracks that we've been playing here on the show for years now.
Yeah.
And it's a great collection of work. And, you know, it's fun to put them all together on a program like this tonight, which kind of leads me to my next question for you. You've got a lot of songs. You've done a couple of records. What inspires you to write songs? What is your main muse?
Mood, I think.
And he's a moody guy.
Yeah.
Most songwriters are.
Yeah. I just think overall mood. I mean, for me, I enjoy incorporating the music with the lyrics and blending them as one entity.
What do you write first?
It's usually 95% of the time it's the music first.
Okay.
Because like I said, that kind of sets the mood and the tone of what I can say and what I want to talk about. And a lot of the subject matter that I pick is I don't want to call it off the wall, but it's not about me and a relationship I had or a friendship I had. And even when I speak with me and I kind of words, it's usually not about me.
Well, last time you were on my show,
person.
you were telling a great story about one of the songs that was inspired by a James Bond film.
That was When the World Is Not Enough.
Yeah.
And we have a few songs like that on this album, like Fall the King, for instance, which is the album closer, is just about a tyrant king. But I like to do research. I don't like to just, pretend I know about something. And
artistic license.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Tyrant King. So I just looked up, I typed in Tyrant King and saw what came up, and I landed on King Charles III. And there's really no like specific things, really. It's just kind of generalizations about his story that I incorporated into mine. And that's just one example of the way I like to write and approach things. And a lot of times Adam will send me ideas. We just wrote a song called Jamais Vu, which is actually the opposite concept of deja vu, which is if you ever said a word over and over and then it ends up sounding like it's not even real because it's so weird. That's the concept of Jamais Vu. And that's just like one example of
or
just
Courtade too. That story.
Courtade is a story about this pack of wolves that terrorized Paris in the 1490s because it was so cold they didn't have anything to hunt in the woods.
Oh, wow.
So they actually killed and ate 40 men in the town, and it's just these quirky stories that I think
I feel bad.
are cool.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean it's so long
Nothing
ago. I don't
funny
think
about
anybody
that.
could
Yeah,
be
too
offended.
soon.
It's funny for the audacity of it, just like the insaneness of it.
Yeah, and I think those are stories that I don't think anybody would hear that. I never heard that story until he came across it, and I think it's cool to present those stories to people and
It's almost like a history lesson.
yeah. You gauge people's interests in different ways than just drawing emotion from them. You kind of draw, I guess emotion, but different kinds of emotion. Not necessarily like love or hate or. It's just like, oh, that's an interesting story.
That's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of Sting. He has a couple songs out there like that, like the Moon Over Bourbon Street is actually about.
Sting has a lot of stuff like on the Dream of the Two
vampire.
Turtles album about World War One.
Love that one.
Oh,
Right.
Great song.
And it becomes more interesting for me too. It's easy to write about yourself, but writing about yourself can get boring. I mean, to me, I'm not that interesting of a guy, so I don't really have a lot of those stories that some people have that they can write about, and that's just me. I don't look at people differently when they write stuff like that. Like I enjoy listening to people that can write like that, but to me, like I like to tell these cool stories that you might not hear, or something that I made up that I think is interesting to somebody, and I look at them like movies. I look at it as scoring a movie where, it's like this is what would be playing if this was a scene in a movie. Like The Fall of the King was a perfect example where the sound of the song and the chord progression just to me sounded like a march and soldiers and jesters and things like that just marching and that's where I got the concept of the king and kind of just ran with it. So
setting the music to images that you already have in your head.
Exactly.
It reminds me of a story. I interviewed John Resnick from Goo Goo Dolls once, and that song Iris was out at the time. Great song from the City of Angels soundtrack.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of funny. I asked John. I said, so the song really fit the movie well. What did they give you the screenplay? Yeah, how did you? He goes, no, they give me the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you saw the movie first? He goes, yeah, I screened the film, then I wrote the song. I'm like, that makes sense.
Right. And that's, in my head, it's the same concept.
You've got the movie in your head.
Right.
Yeah, very, very cool. Guys, that's exactly what we're doing at Breakers is all about. People like yourselves, creative people right here in northeastern Pennsylvania, crafting your own songs. We play them on the show. Now we want to give you the opportunity to play them live, hopefully in a place where we're going to have a lot of people at them, and also, of course, live on the radio. So we can't wait to see you guys Tuesday night here at Breakers. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming in.
We
All right,
appreciate it.
we're signing off now. We'll see everybody Tuesday night at Breakers. Lobo?
Yeah, I am excited. This will be the first one. It's great to have SUZE here, and we've got Eddie Appnel coming up July 1st.
July 1st. Danielle in August.
Yeah.
Grace's Downfall in September, and Dustin Drevitch in October.
All right. So it was great having you guys here.
Yeah,
Great to be had.
We'll see everybody Tuesday night at Breakers, 7 o'clock. You better be there. We'll catch you next Sunday here.
She's got a real slight way of hanging around. Now the hotel lobby band plays the same old sound. She's seeming right for me as she's tilting her head, but I won't soon forget just what she said. She said, take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. And lay me down gently neath the sunny moon. Later while she's getting dressed, as she smokes a cigarette between her lips it is pressed. She slips on her high heels as she's about to walk out. Then she turns and looks at me with a bedroom face pout. And I know just what she's doing, what she's got up her sleeve. Stifling a smile as she's looking at me. Walk her down the hallway, tell her see you later. She stops me in my tracks outside the elevator and says, take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. Take me to your room, baby, take me to. And lay me down gently neath the sunny moon.